a cigar event. Not that I smoke cigars, as I definitely don't. And it was on my schedule, but I just had too much to do, so my plans changed for sure for the day because I'm self-employed and definitely trying to fit it all in. But here I am still walking. So if you're new to my station, make sure you hit the bell, so you always know where I'm going to get on, and you never miss a beat. Notification bell, and subscribe, and come walk with me wherever you're on the world. I'm Steve Klein. I had some health issues, taking Advil, almost died. I vomited blood. It went through me in 2 different ways. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through. They didn't know if I had cancer or an ulcer. Thank God I had nothing, but I did have a hiatal hernia, and they told me to get on Nexium, otherwise I could develop all that. So I listened to them, and on that for 10 years, side effects like bone loss. Good news is I started researching. It freaked me out when I found out I had bone loss, and I got on to a natural high-impact ginger turmeric muscadine like no other. Now I worked with naturopaths and always working on my wellness. So come join me, come walk with me, and whether you are working on your physical wellness or your mental wellness or your nutritional wellness, we talk about it all. I do offer a complimentary wellness quest, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm living my wellness quest, and I'm being accountable to you. And you're listening to this for a reason, because you would like to be accountable as well if you're here, because that's my avatar. And it's complimentary. You can join it. Send me an email, and love to have you join us and make each other accountable. Anyway, I wanted to say, so I have a lot going on, a big schedule, a lot of stuff. I'm trying to do projects that everything just takes a while. And, sometimes we want to be nice to everybody. And I love my networking event. My friend that does it, Rich, he's a great friend, friends with him for many years. And I love the event because I always get business out of it. But today, I just had too much to do. I really couldn't get to it. There was just no way. And it's a good thing because I'm still not done. I'm working on a project at home. When I get back, I will finish it tonight, whatever time it's going to be. And it seems like to me, everything I do just takes the time to do it right. And I'm a detailed oriented person. Sometimes I get mad at myself and say, you know what? I want to do things right, but enough's enough. Let me just get this done, right? And it just seems like projects just take forever. And I think that's part of your health too. So giving it time and, tuning everything out for sure, but then there's only so much time you can put into something, right? So I don't know about you, that's how I feel. So I'm working on a couple things, and I use Canva and different things like that. I love these different tools, and ChatGPT, of course, helps me, and either to spell right or make things sound better, right? And it just seems like I want to use that now so much, from emails to messages and all that. It just makes everything so much more proper and makes me sound better, and I'm loving it. But I don't know how people whip through things, and between the social media and doing stuff on here and doing stuff on, TikTok and doing stuff on Instagram, it definitely takes a minute. So, and I'm always in between listening to some things like some other influencers because I want to learn things, right, that I can do and use. And that always takes time, and some opinions are crazy, right? And other things are just interesting. But anyway, I just wanted to say that it's okay, I think, if you before I go to bed, I make a list of 10 things I need to do. I check them off as I go through the day, and some things I don't always get done, right? And then I'll reschedule it, okay, and for the next day, and I won't beat myself up. I'll just keep it moving. However, there's some things like what happened tonight. I just said, you know what, there'll be another one. I love the event. I don't like to let people down because they were expecting me to go, but it wasn't like a paid thing. It's a thing, networking event, and it's nice to be wanted. But when you have a lot of things going on, you got to take care of yourself. So I'm learning to say no. Okay, how about you? Are you learning to say no? And here I am, with changing my schedule and changing the day, big time today actually, and I'm still saying I'm going to walk. I'm going to make that the main priority. And I was walking in the house, up and down the stairs. I have a split level house. I walk a lot in the house for sure, up and down, right? But, it's something about getting outside and making the walk happen. And of course, I'm in this wellness quest called the Heat Wave Hustle, by the way. And it ends on the 20th. I'll be in Vegas then. And it's a Monday. And I just said, no, this is the priority. I have to get this done, and I'll finish the other work later on that I have to do tonight. And I'll be in a better state of mind as well by walking. And when I come on live, I only come on live for so long, either between 10 to 20 minutes. And then I either walk before or after as well. I keep on walking because there's only so much I want to talk about. But I find that speaking and being accountable to my teammates in the wellness quest and to YouTube here, which is the world, it's amazing. And so many great people have reached out and said, yeah. So I encourage you to make walking a priority. It is so great. And if there's one thing you can do every day, you can do that. Almost didn't happen the last couple of days. It's been hairy. Living in Boston, it's too hot, it's too cold. In the winter, my intention was to walk. It was such a bad winter. I was going to go to the mall. It just didn't happen. I was like, man, what a difference. So it was hot today here too. But like I said, I was in the house doing work. Now it's still warm, but it's cooling down. So here I am, and wanted to make sure that this is going to be on my list. A couple days ago, it was downpouring. I almost really couldn't go. It was like so bad. You can see my replay. Me with the umbrellas, windy and crazy. My sneakers were soaking wet, my socks, everything. And people were running in the rain. I'm like, I'm not doing that. But the whole track was like a river to walking in it. So, but, like I said, rain's not going to kill me. Heat's not going to kill me. But you want to hydrate. You want to watch all those things for sure. But again, with a schedule that, like I said, I try to put 10 things on my schedule that I need to do, including walking. But some of them take hours to do if you do it right. And I have a tendency of some of the things that are not pleasant to blow them off a little bit when I got to do them, because I want to do them right. And then I'll get doing and say, that's good enough, as I start telling myself, no, I got to do better. And they're all pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But I guess I'm hard on myself is what I'm trying to tell you. So I guess we all go through that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I will tell you this. I have been hard on myself about walking. And because I feel after almost dying, this is not a dry run. This is your life. And you have one life, right? And I choose to be alive. And I almost did die, right? I mean, you try being in an ER with lots of blood. Your vomiting is going through you. Okay, horrible, okay? I don't want you to experience that. So that goes through my mind each day when I get through my goals and what I think is a priority and what I think is important. So with that perspective, are you yesing everybody as well and being kind because you think it's the right thing to do? Or are you taking care of you first, right? If you don't take care of you first, you can't take care of anybody else, right? So I have a tendency of wanting to help everybody, and that's my personality, and nothing wrong with that. And I do care about people. I have a good friend. She's older. When I did mortgages, she did real estate, do open houses, and she's in her 80s. And big shout out to Mary Lou. She's a great friend. I picked her up at the hospital yesterday. She had surgery, and then she insisted on taking me out for lunch. And we had a great time, and I'm happy that I did that. But, like the networking event tonight, great friend, and I love those networking events. I can't fit it in. I had too much going on. So got to get these things done because I'm going away as well in Vegas, and I have things to do there, and I have means to do there as well. And if I don't get these other projects done, it'll be before you know it, right? They all add up. And then what's going to happen? Another heat wave here, and then you can't do anything, So that heat wave we had about a week ago was really bad. It was horrible. Now, I know I'm going to Vegas. It's hot there, but not not humidity like we had here. You couldn't even go outside. It was gross. So, and it makes you like lethargic. That's how I felt. I was just, the whole week got wasted. So, like I said, you're always dealing with situations, the weather, your schedule, pleasing people, you know, even socially eating the wrong things with people, you know. I know when I was taking care of my mom and I was on strict keto and I was trying to cook keto for her, she was doing it. She wanted sugar all the time. She wanted ice cream. She wanted cookies. And again, when you have dementia, that sort of changes your brain a little bit. And I understand that. So she was getting mad at me if I didn't eat with her, like her personality changed. So I did gain some weight, okay, but I was doing keto for health, and I also got a fatty liver after that. And I also think a lot of that was cortisol levels for sure, through the roof, right? So learn to be nice to people, and we want to do everything. I'm trying to realize I'm not Superman, right? And trying to pick and choose or see how the day goes, right? And it's okay to say no, is my point. It's okay to change your schedule, is my point. But make your priorities what's important, right? This is important. It's important to stay healthy. It's important to walk. You know, I always say this. If your boss told you were not going to get paid unless you did 100 sit-ups each week, you would do that 100 sit-ups. But what if you knew you were going to be alive for another week? Would you do the 100 sit-ups? Okay? If you had a near-life death experience like I did, you might think like that. So I challenge you to think like that. Make you a priority, okay? Think about everything. And we all have so much time in a day. Do the best you can do, and you keep it moving. Now, if I don't make a list before I go to bed, I read this before, they say it's like one step before depression, so you don't want that. But if you don't get it all done, or you have to check some things off, like not today, it's okay. Just like I said, make your priorities. Walking's my priority. Is it yours? So again, each day I'm on here at a different time, and it is what it is. But, you know, I got up this morning, I had some nuts, I took my ginger, my turmeric, my muscadine, all my B vitamins. I was a little tired last 2 days, and I felt great. And I said, I just got to sit down. Phone kept ringing, and again, everyone wants to talk to me. I said, let me get my stuff done. I put some work in. I got a good amount done. And I said, it's time to go walking. I got to do a quick video when I get back from my some of my teammates or something else. And I'll do that quick, and then I'll finish my project as much as I can tonight. And if I don't finish it all tonight, it'll be tomorrow and it'll be done. So that's for sure. And then on to the next project that's important, that has to get done, okay? So put the blinders on and make those things happen. So that's what I'm talking about. So big shout out to Lucy. Lucy's on the team. She got her supplements yesterday, her ginger, turmeric, muscadine. Today was her first day of taking them. I went through with her last night how to take them. I'll be checking in with you, Lucy. So hope you see this and hear this. And big shout out to, I know Joanne's been watching in Hawaii. Big shout out to you, Joanne. I know you're on your ginger, turmeric, and muscadine doing your walks. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to Donna in Boston as well, working on stuff. I know she's doing her walks, which is great. Big shout out to Lewis in California, who I've never met. He's interested in balloons. I'm a balloon artist as well, and he decided to join the quest. And he told me he did the carnivore. He lost some weight, so big shout out to him. So he's working on that. He's in the challenge. And big shout out to Blanca. She's really working on her. She's always running and stuff. She's in LA, and she comes to my balloon convention. She's doing great on the quest. Big shout out to Mike Avery in California. He's a school teacher. I know he doesn't come on the calls, but he's plugged in. He's on all the supplements, ginger, turmeric, muscadine, and more. Big shout out to Steve Evans in Delaware, who is on the team. And he's been doing the wellness quest as well, taking all his stuff. And who did I forget? Did I forget anybody? Oh, Jan. Big shout out to Jan. She's in Arkansas. I haven't talked to her for a minute. And let me think. And big shout out to Jackie up in Manchester, New Hampshire. I know she's working it hard all the time. And whoever else is tuning in and listening, Michelle in Western Mass, who has been a lifetime friend. I know she's working on her wellness. She goes to Weight Watchers, and she's trying to shake up her diet. Like I say, schedule things, intermediate fast, get the walk in, get the hydration in. If you need to move it around from keto, paleo, to the egg diet, to the cabbage soup diet, so be it. Keep it moving. And we all have to change different things. Change your schedule, like I did, okay? Literally, gave a few things up. Change your eating habits, okay? Change whatever it is. Just make your priority and make that commitment. Like I said, this heat wave hustle ends on the 20th of July, and the in-between we'll keep it moving, and we'll have another one, which is great. It was a 9-week challenge. There'll be prizes. Looking forward to that. But the biggest prize is that you're tuning in and that we're helping each other and rooting each other on, and with the messaging, right? That's always key. So, nice breeze here tonight. It's still warm, but people are out in the track here. Some people are playing. Kids are out here and stuff. It's a nice night and definitely cooling down. So, surprised I haven't had anybody on here yet that said hello. If there is, say hello or make a comment. We had folks from all around the world. Yesterday we had a guy from India chatting, but sometimes it happens. And like I said, every day is a decision for you to make a priority as to what you see fit on your schedule. That's important. If you have to mix up your schedule and cancel a few things out to get the walk in, make that the priority. Your health is your wealth. Nothing else matters more. Money comes, money goes, okay? But guess what? You don't come and go, right? There's only one of you. So make that a priority, guys. And that's why I'm so adamant about what I do, and not being perfect, just making the effort each day and the intention each day of getting the walk in and prioritizing. And also, like I said, you don't have to say yes to everybody. You don't have to say yes to everybody or be nice. I mean, I'm nice to everybody and I love people, but sometimes there's only so much you can do in a day. Again, I wanted to go to the networking event. I love the networking event. I just had to do other things today. I'll be there another time. And I told that to my friend, sent him a text message. I said, look, I got too much going on. I'll see you at the next one. And it was on my calendar. He kept texting me about it. And I will miss some of the people that were there. But again, I was busy all day. And I have a few other projects I'm backed up on. I got to get them done. So no one else is going to do it but me, right? So we have to make that a priority. And I don't want to give up my walk, right, by going someplace. I'm not going to do that. I'm on this rhythm. I've been going live every day for like 3-4 months. I'm not going to give up my walk. How can I? I'm sleeping better. I have no more backache. I mean, I'm doing better, right? It's made a big difference of just doing this and making the commitment to come live every day. Hello, everybody. This is for people 18 and above working on their wellness. I can't see what your names are. Luna, I think Luna, and I can't see Quen. Where do you live? You're where? You're the world girl? I'm in Boston. Where are you from? I'm in the greater Boston area, suburbs. So, and this station's for adults only, 18 and above, working on their wellness. And if you're working on your wellness as well, and you want to be healthy and come walk with me wherever you're on the world, this is for you. And I love to hear what you're working on, and that you're making the decision to take your health seriously and understand that your health is your wealth. You got nothing else, right? That's all what it's all about. And, again, I don't know what people's conditions are. I always work with a doctor, but, get moving a little bit, right? It really is great. I started walking years ago, but we had a wellness quest in the fall. My goal is to do 10,000 steps because I knew that was really amazing. And I saw people doing 10 miles. And I downloaded the Step Up app. It's free. There's a paid version. And people were doing 10 miles. I go, wow, can I do 10 miles? And sure enough, I started doing 10 miles. I was blown away. So you don't have to do that much. I've been doing about 5 a day. Some days I'm not there, but doing the best I can do with the scheduling. But it's amazing. Even if it's 10, 20 minutes a day. You're in California. Awesome. I don't even know your street, but that's funny. Am I a question? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. But anyway, doesn't matter where you are in the world. Get walking, get moving a little bit, and keep your wellness, a priority. Make it a priority, and from everything. And like I said on my messaging today, you have a schedule before you go to bed. That's great. Make your intentions, but prioritize what's important. Again, everything's important to me in my schedule. I wanted to go to my networking event tonight. That was my intention, but I just couldn't because I had other things that were due that were more important in terms of right now and getting them done. So I couldn't. So if I did, I would have given up walking and I would have been delayed more on the things I needed to do. And I can't do that. Sometimes you have to say no, okay? And sometimes that's not easy, right? And you want to do everything. You want to be Superman. I always want to get everything done. But then, like I said, some things just take a little longer to do if you do them right. And some things you get delayed upon, and then there's you can't delay it anymore. You just got to get it done. So I have a few projects like that. I got to get out of the way. I just want to focus. And I want you to prioritize and realize that too, that you can change your schedule up and get things done. You're saying, can you ask me a question? It depends. Yes, so this is for people 18 and above and no bots. But I know that a lot of you guys are fake on there and you help my station. So 18 years old and above. And thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for adults only. And we hit 225 thanks to you guys. And we'll be live tomorrow and each and every day. So come walk with me wherever you're on the world. And like I said, if you want to join the Wellness Quest, you can send me an email. My information will be in there. Let me know where you're from, what you want to work on. And if you'd like to do a health survey as well, we can do that.